The most interesting experience, if I'm being honest, driving to work on week 2, I was driving on Flow Store Road and a person flipped their car right in front of me. I mean, he NASCAR flipped twice. I walked over and I said, "Hey, are you okay?" And he said, "I'm fine, but I'm stuck." I opened the back passenger door and he was able to climb out through the back, and I helped him out. And like I said, barely a scratch on him, but it was also a really good opportunity to see our emergency services in action, to see a quick response by the Sheriff's Department and a quick response by our EMS team. That's one that gets lost on a lot of people when they talk about county government, is the emergency services, the protective services that exist. One thing I'd like the public to know is just how much all of these employees care about them as residents. When I saw this role come available, I was obviously very interested in a role such as this because, to be frank, I could work in corporate America for 50 years trying to have the responsibility of a CEO, which is really what this role is, and never get the opportunity to do it. So when opportunities like this come around, you have to be bold enough to raise your hand and say, I would be interested in that. In the corporate world, one of the things I struggled with the longest was it's hard to feel your success on a daily basis. You're just one cog in a very, very large organization. In 4 weeks here, it's easy to see where the impact can be had. It's a large organization, being over 1,000 people, but at the same time, it's small enough and impactful enough to be able to see the impact you can have on a daily basis. You realize how much of a job it is not, and how more of a life it is. So for almost everybody I've talked to, it's not a, hey, this is my job to come to work and I do my job and then I clock out, I forget about it. It's a, hey, I'm a resident of this county. I take pride in living this on a day in and day out basis. A county manager is not just a budget creator once a year. A county manager is a support resource and a barrier breaker downer, and a person in the trenches with each of the departments there to help on all of the issues that come across. I have always, whether it's through direct report relationships or just partnerships, focused on growing those leadership skills, studying the great leaders I've had the opportunity to work with of the past, and studying some leaders that I don't necessarily think are the best leaders I've ever come across. And you can learn something from every interaction.
Okay, so if you wrote a book about your career so far, what would the title be?
The title of my book, I was trying to think of Michael Scott's title of his book. That's a tough one. I thought you said these were supposed to be fun.
Do you have any good jokes that are appropriate for this video?
I write a dad joke for my kid most days in his lunchbox. So, why is a baseball park never hot? Because it's always full of fans. I got plenty of inappropriate jokes if we want to go there, but I haven't started. That's 3rd grade when I'll put those in his lunchbox. So the advice I'd probably give myself when I was 15 would be enjoy the wins. I've had a really successful career and I've had a really great life I've built. As I've gotten older, I've really tried to focus in on just being grateful and happy with the accomplishment that I've been able to achieve and living in that for a little while. Hobby-wise, I mean, I played a healthy amount of golf until my kids got older, and now I'm coaching baseball and going to dance recitals and stuff like that, to where, you know, there's not many hours left in the day for hobbies with young kids around. So,
what is it about baseball?
It's always been that awesome in-between of requires a healthy amount of individual success, but also team-oriented. We all need to come together for a common cause if we're going to be able to win the game. Talk about rewarding experiences. That's definitely a rewarding experience to be a children's coach and watch a group of kids to come together and grow throughout a season, and then in that season stronger than where they started. Somehow I managed. That's the title of his book. The title of a book to my life would be Somehow I Manage by Michael Scott, forward by Sean Newton. I'm genuinely here to be a positive force of change and to be a support for both the public and the employees to help drive the county forward. I took this job for one reason, and that is to help make Cabarrus County the best county we can.